Okay guys, welcome to Team of the Season. We're gonna see how many reviews we can get out here because this is usually like the busiest time of the year. We have the first SBC to check out. It is gonna be for Ronald Araujo. With this card, we're taking a look at somebody who is 6'4", medium-high work rates, right-footed, 2-star skill moves, with a 4-star weak foot, okay? Player traits in-game. He's got injury-prone traits, power header traits, in-game attributes. We're working with lower acceleration, but a very high sprint speed, right? So obviously with this card, I'm going to give him a shadow chemistry style. I want him to be as good as possible defensively for me, right? So Araujo in-game is going to look like this. Okay. So this card, guys, on a shadow chemistry style will be a lengthy player. Oh, let me just refresh that real quick. This card will be, okay, it's all the way at the bottom here. On a shadow, he's going to be working with 86 for acceleration, 99 for sprint speed. Defensive stats will be in the perfect area. And then for physical capabilities, that's all in the mid-90s area as well. So people need to understand that, yes, acceleration is low on the card, but sprint speed being perfect while working with a lengthy accelerate is definitely a very, very big deal to work with. And if his running animation is good, that'll be a really big deal. Why? Because this card also has 99 for reactions with a 96 for composure. So usually when it comes to defensive players, those two stats in the dribbling department is a really, really big deal when it comes to defensive capabilities, okay? Passing on the card is going to be in a decent enough area. The kicker with him is the three main things, right? So obviously 4-star weak foot, massive to work with when it comes to center backs. 6'4" height, high and average body type, all of those things, great. But it's the lengthy that is a huge kicker on the card, right? It's really important that he has that. And it's great that you could play him at right back too. I wouldn't necessarily recommend playing him in the actual right back position, but it's more so if you want to play a 3-back formation in game. So it's really cool that you can switch him from right back to center back in game if you play like a 3-4-2-1 or something, right? So I'm going to go ahead and complete the SBC. I'll be right back and I'll show you guys how we line him up. Oh my goodness, the effort it took to just to get this card, man. These servers, they do be messed up, guys. They do be messed up. Team of the season time, eh? Okay, so this is a defender review, so the rest of the team doesn't really matter. We just gotta test out his defensive capabilities. So what do we have? 4-3-2-1, perfect, sounds good. We're gonna do that on the left side, actually. That makes a lot of sense. This doesn't really matter, but we'll just do that anyways. All right, cool. Yeah, so we'll just use him in this tactic, stay back while attacking. We're gonna let people attack against us. We'll see what he's like. Oh, man. Let's see what this bad boy is like. Oh, he's got the... Is sure lengthy? I don't know if he is. If he is, it'd be good to actually test out the pace. All right, my friend. Attack against me. Nice little tap off there.
Big chance to get them on terms. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity.
Nice. Just get the header real quick there. We're good to go. Oh, I got a penalty. I'll take it. His penalties is probably not good. But we'll take it with him anyways. Top left. Yeah. There it is. Nice, good reach in. Really good.
Oh, he's blocked it.
I just want to test out his AI a little bit here. And then move in. Okay. So I just wanted to see what it was like to select him and then accelerate right away. Obviously, that's poor defending on my part, but I just wanted to kind of test that out with him there. But his tracking the entire time in that situation was perfectly fine. You're just supposed to block out that area, right? So We got to that. Good stuff, good stuff. It switched off me there. I don't know why.
To the lead. Oh, really good header, but the goalkeeper there to cover up. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in.
Leg run switch. Very good.
Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. So back underway, dead level, 2-2. Alexandro, poor pass.
Yep, it's good. Just had to watch that extra pass you want to make there.
And there to intervene. Thrown in. Crossed in there.
Yeah, just wanted to see who he would mark there. Honestly, that was perfectly fine. I didn't expect him to do anything else. Because when you push a center back out, they always go to the bottom side. You're supposed to control them to go back to the top.
Your head from little back.
See, that right there is why the weak foot is always super nice to have. Very good example right there.
Mendy. And return to Mbappe. Depay. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. And the counter-attack is on. Options available.
That was a weird challenge. I pressed the tackle button, but he went straight for the guy's legs instead of the ball. That was a weird one.
Tammy Abraham. Really vital interception here. Araujo.
Yeah, nice to be able to do the weak foot pass there.
Mbappe. Mendy. Memphis Depay.
I'll take that. To work the small little spaces.
Keeping the opposition at bay. And unable to keep the ball. Now Paul Pogba.
Yeah, good challenge. I wanted to overcommit the center back there just to see what kind of challenge he would go into there.
30 minutes left.
It was good.
Now Jordi Alba. Jota. Being egged on by the crowd.
Okay, so I have to be a little bit mindful there of the small sway on the card when I overcommit, right? So normally when you defend, you don't want to overcommit in general, but I just wanted to see what he would be like in that situation.
Threaded pass here. Dembele. Danger here as he runs at them.
So that's where the sway is, right? It's when you're like trying to like commit a little bit left and right.
A really
You do feel that a bit, so you just have to be mindful of that a little bit, which isn't really that big of a deal with center backs. You're supposed to defend like sharply. You're supposed to like control small space and accelerate, control small space and accelerate.
Fekir. Now with Jota. The supporters want to see him have a go.
Yeah, that's a great challenge there.
Goal that was needed. Fabio. In possession, Fekir. Dembele. Now the keeper had
I don't know if I touched that there.
bodies around him.
Not sure.
And what a magical save it was. That's an effective cross aimed at the back.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be really good at doing those.
There is the goal to
He's probably gonna be really solid at those bad boys.
Saint-Maximin. Jordi Alba. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Can't miss, surely.
Yeah, I just wanted to see. I wanted to commit off a little bit, give him that little bit of
Double shot.
a near post space to see what he would do.
Can they convert? They had to react and did.
Eat that pass.
Good-looking ball in
Good.
line.
Okay, he marks a general middle position.
Saint-Maximin.
Eat that pass there. No?
Well, still searching for the equalizer.
That's the one. I'll switch with L1. Control. Let go of him. See his track back is like back in there. Okay.
So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Dembele. And space to cross it.
That works. So with this card, you definitely notice the acceleration of it when you're chasing after someone. It works with his body type a certain way, but honestly, a lot of people, when they defend in this game in general, they already start to make that run in advance when they see that runner. So it's not necessarily like a huge issue, you know? So that was AI that put pressure on him there to kind of knock him off. So that was actually pretty solid.
Well, the attack will peter out. Keeper's ball. Dembele. In possession, Fekir.
Nice possession base as well.
And now Correa. Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that pass. This might be the perfect counter.
Yeah, his positioning is pretty solid. I don't mind that whatsoever.
Do they have the guile to open up the defense?
Block that general area. Did you guys see what I'm saying about like that initial acceleration of the card? Like you do notice that being on the lower side for sure. So just be mindful of that when you're defending. Like there's some cards that like a Sergio Ramos where his acceleration is so high that he just kind of like explodes into position really quickly. With this card, he'll be a little bit more physical oriented, right? Which is an issue. That's good.
And a shot from some way out. And he's done well to tip it over the bar. So now
Oh, he's the one that goes for the near post? Oh, that's a little crazy.
over it comes.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Quickly.
First time strike. Oh.
Fine tackle.
All right, see his track back. So nothing here. See, the AI much faster than you are, man. Trust me. If you control him, you're so much slower than he is. It's insane.
What are you expecting to see from him?
Already back in position.
John Barnes.
To the chase after now, Manuel.
And he's broken.
Honestly, pretty good.
And a goal.
Not bad there. That one was actually pretty solid. It's the sprint speed part, man, on the lengthy. When you have the sprint speed, it's really, really helpful. Because I was like way out of position there.
Hugo Sanchez.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Like if you know he's going to make the run earlier, you're already doing the run, right? So you work with this initial acceleration, but it doesn't matter because his sprint speed will carry the lengthy. Now we're good.
Well, there it is. The away side haven't had as much of the ball, but their attacking players been.
Opportunity it is. Oh, and he didn't.
See, situations like that, he gets dusted though on that good lob pass. Again, you have to do the run earlier, guys. That's the big thing there. If you know he's gonna do that pass, you have to do it earlier. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the new ARAUJO card. So, guys, in regards to how this card performs in game, we gave him the obvious shadow chemistry style because we wanted to boost his acceleration, sprint speed, and defensive capabilities as much as possible because it's kind of like the whole point of these types of cards. Most people will be giving him a shadow, kind of makes the most sense for him, right? Because that acceleration part of the card, you do need to increase. Now, generally speaking, with the way that ARAUJO plays in game, guys, you guys know that this game is very like defensive AI oriented, right? Very park the bus oriented. So the stuff that we test out during the defensive player reviews is not always the most relevant things, but it's just to show you what it's like when you're manually using it, when you let the defensive AI do it, all of that good stuff, right? So a couple things you notice. One, the 99 sprint speed with the shadow chemistry style, making him a lengthy, well, he is a lengthy player, is very important, right? When you initially do the acceleration part of the card, you will feel that, right? It works with his body type and I guess agility, balance, and dribbling, whatever it is, you feel that initial thing, right? So you could see in those little close quarter situations where they're around my 18-yard box, if I want to switch to him and then accelerate, there is that limiting thing a little bit. But a lot of the times with the limiting factor on that, these players will offer good physical support. In his case, he has really good physical support at a 97 for jumping, 95 for strength, 94 for aggression, because the most important thing is that when you are inside the 18-yard box, your defensive positioning needs to be good, and your defensive animations, when you're all bunched up, also needs to be good, which he's going to be very solid at, because when you let the AI kind of like let them track back themselves, it's really noticeable that he has a 99 sprint speed with the lengthy, because he tracks back very quickly, like you guys saw from that one corner kick clip, right? What's also very important is that when it comes to defensive animations, when I'm, overcommitting him like crazy, his positioning is really good, and a few times his defensive AI will actually save me. And it's always weird to explain this, because sometimes it's always a combination of obviously being a lengthy, but it's also the reactions and composure. It's always very important to take a look at those two stats. So in regards to how this card performs, generally speaking, the two things that you notice the most, right, is mainly going to be in the acceleration part of the card. So you just have to accelerate a little bit earlier with him. If people make certain runs, you guys can see from that one lob pass that the guy did to Sanchez, he was able to get it because I myself didn't initially accelerate with him, which you're supposed to do. If I did do the initial acceleration, I would already get past that part of him being more physical oriented in that area, but then using his sprint speed to kind of catch up to Sanchez and then use the physical to defend properly, right? So I think the SBC is pretty cool, to be honest, because a lot of people will be building Liga Santander teams in the future. They want to work with those Barcelona links. So, like I said, the only main thing that you will notice from time to time is going to be the acceleration and the sluggish feel sometimes, right? Because he has that acceleration to his body type. But generally speaking, as a center back, with the amount of fodder that EA have been releasing recently, that decreases the price a lot with these types of SBCs. He's a pretty cool SBC to get. He's a cool SBC to get, especially if you're working with specific links in your team. Remember, in the future with the Liga Santander, they're going to release a lot of pretty saucy cards that people are going to want to get their hands on. So the links will be a very key factor to get a card like this in your team. So guys, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys. By the way, with the pronunciation of his name, it's an interesting one, because I watch a lot of Barcelona games, and it depends on the commentary. Like, there's three different ones. There's like ARAUJO, which is more of like a North American thing, and then there's ARAUJO, and then there's ARAUJO. So I just went ARAUJO in this one. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.